Hi, it's Sandy Wyllie. Welcome to my mental health channel, Mind Matters, where I wipe away the stigma of mental illness by talking about my own personal struggles, having borderline personality disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety and depression. I talk about narcissism and my narcissistic mother. I talk about schizophrenia, and I wrote a childhood memoir, Life with My Schizophrenic Father, here. I talk about my unethical psychologist who I had sex with over the years and sexually exploited me. And I've written many books about them. The links to all these books are available down below in the description. They're all available for your purchase on Amazon. But I only come on as a former patient of almost 20 years. I am not a licensed therapist. I do not hold a degree in psychology, so I cannot diagnose you or give you a professional opinion. All I ask in turn of you is your kindness and respect in the comments. Now, if you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. Hit that subscribe button, the little box in the lower right-hand corner that says subscribe. That way you'll be notified each and every time a new video of mine comes out. Stick around, take a chance. Give it a thumbs up. It's 100% free, so you got nothing to lose. Please feel free to share my videos. You don't have to ask permission. Share them with your friends, with your family, on your social media platforms. I want to hear from you, my subscribers. I will always read all your comments and respond to all your comments, as long as they are kind and respectful. Now, today's video is ditch these 4 things for a life of peace and fulfillment. And I'm still a work in progress. I'm still learning to ditch these 4 things. I'm not trying to come on as a hypocrite and say, do as I say, but I don't, I want to walk the talk. I don't want to just talk it and then, so I'm just letting you know that I'm still struggling myself at almost 60. To do the very things that I'm going to talk about in this video. So it's not like I have this all, figured out and that I'm acing this by any means. I'm still holding on to these 4 things. And I need to learn to let go of them. And the first thing is stick around to the last thing. Stick around for all 4 because they're all important. It's just this baggage, right, that we all carry around. Is the need for approval is the number 1 thing. And I see this in me all the time. I'm needing approval. I'm needing approval. I want to, from people out there in the big world wide web. I want to get the subscribers. I want to get the views. When I see under 100 views after all the effort and time I put into my video, like my last video, and it's not even 100 views, it really hurts me to the core. I need that approval. Like, I have 4,000 subscribers, which isn't much, but I'm getting under 100 views. So figure the math. If I have over 4,000 subscribers and I'm not even getting 100 views, what percentage of people are watching my channel? So no one's watching, no one's listening, and I feel like I'm just spewing hot air. And it makes me feel sad when I compare myself to other women in my age bracket on YouTube. And of course, they get, 30,000, 33,000 subscribers. They get like hundreds and hundreds of likes. They get like, 800,000 comments, and it's like, wow, and I look at them and I watch their videos and I analyze their videos and I go, why did they like that woman? Like, yeah, it's an attractive woman, but I'm attractive too, aren't I? Am I ugly? I think I'm somewhat attractive. I'm not beautiful. I'm almost 60, but this woman's 65 and everyone loves her. And I listen to her life stories and everyone thinks she's like the bomb, and I can't. And I just feel so inadequate. I feel stupid. I feel ugly. I feel fat. I feel old. And I feel like, no one has any interest in me. So needing that approval, is something I hold on to that I have to learn to get rid of. I have to learn to ditch it. If I don't ditch that need for approval, I'm never going to find peace and fulfillment. But that's why I wanted to come on. I want to tell you guys, hey, I'm not there. You know, I'm not at that point. I still need approval. I need to feel like I have some value and worth here, you know? Uh, and I don't feel that way. But that's what I mean. I need to ditch the need for that. You know, I need to just come out here. And that's what I'm trying to do. Like I said, I'm a work in progress. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite and tell you to do this while I'm not doing it. I'm telling you that I'm struggling with this. It is a real struggle of mine because I really do need to be validated from other people. But I need to get rid of it. If I don't ditch it, I'm never going to find peace and fulfillment. So I'm trying. Every day I'm trying to come out and I'm trying to give you the best of me possible. I'm trying to give you, you know, quality videos on topics that are important to talk about, and, you know, doing my earnest best. And that's all I can do. So that's the number one. Number two is fear. Fear of what? Fear of doing it wrong. That's what holds people back. Like, you know, I can't do that. You know, I won't do that good. I won't do that. I'll look like a fool. I'll be ashamed of myself. Like people who don't start up a YouTube channel, right? Could say, oh no, I can't do that. I don't know how to talk to the camera. I'll look like a bumbling idiot. Just fear of anything. Like me, I have a fear of flying, you know, and all my life I wanted to go to Paris. I did go to Paris. But it took me a long time because it's a 7-hour flight from Boston. And I have a deep fear. I did a whole video about that, so I'm not going to, you know, talk in depth about that fear. But what does fear do? Fear holds you back, all right? And like, I'm getting old. My time, like the sands in the hourglass. Mine is like, you know, this much sand. If you're younger than me, then you have maybe 3/4 full of sand. So you have much longer before your sand runs out. But guess what? That's why they call me Sandy. Because my sand is running out. I will never be a comedian because I stink at it. But there's another fear. I don't want to be a comedian anyway. But I'm just saying. Fear is what holds you back from doing something, okay? Fear of going to that party. No one will want to talk to me. What am I going to do? I'll walk around looking stupid. What am I going to say to people? I'm afraid they're not going to like me. I'm afraid that I'm too dull. I'm afraid of this, or I'm afraid of that. Fear of doing it wrong. Fear of not being liked. Fear of whatever. Everyone has fears, okay? But you need to ditch your fears and just do. Just go on that plane to Paris. I did go on that plane to Paris. I wanted to go to, it was a bucket list thing I wanted to do all my life. So what did I have to go on that plane, conquer that fear in order to see Paris? If you want to do a YouTube channel, you have to conquer that fear of being in front of the camera, and just get on and say, I don't care. I'm just going to try my best. That's it. And I'm not going to let the fear stop me. And the more you do something, the less the fear will become, because, you know, you'll be used to doing it. You know, in the beginning, it can be paralyzing, but the more you do it, the less it won't seem as, you know, scary, you know, because you'll be used to it. So that's the number 2 thing, fear. You know, just ditch that, or try to, you know, not let that get in your way. So the need of approval is 1. Fear is number 2. Number 3, I did a whole video on it yesterday. Anger. Learn the lesson and lessen the thoughts. Those are my exact words. Maybe someone else has said it, but that's what I say. Learn the lesson, you know, and lessen the thought. And that could be for the number 4 thing too, if we stick around. Yeah, that's probably better to say for the number 4. But anger, ditch anger. What does anger do to me? I'll tell you what it does to me. Anger eats me up inside. You know, it rots out my gut. You know, it gives me stomach aches. It gives me headaches. It gives me indigestion. It makes me in a bad mood. Can you be happy when you're angry? Okay, so someone did something to hurt you. Someone did you wrong. Well, in life, That's going to happen all the time. It's happened to me since I was a little baby in diapers. And it hasn't stopped happening. And it's happened to you, I'm sure. And we get angry. Life is not fair, right? It's not fair that that person gets this and that and I don't. It's not fair that that person, picked on me in school. It's not fair that my mother treated me like that. It's not fair that my father was mentally sick and in institutions. It's not fair that my son came down with meningitis and has traumatic brain injury and became an invalid and lost his mind. It's not fair. And you fill in the blank. You fill it in, right? It's not fair that that happened to you. It's not fair that, okay? And then you get angry and, you just enraged, and that's like sucking your happiness right out of you. That anger. You cannot be happy. Trust me, from a person who's lived with rage. I have borderline rage. And another subscriber mentioned that. Borderline rage is a little different than other people's anger, okay? Only a borderline will understand, and I know people out there who are borderlines, and they understand the borderline rage, all right? It's from years and years of trauma, from a childhood full of, traumatic upbringing. It's much different than just ordinary anger. But I've got to learn to let that go, learn the lesson and lessen the thought. Learn from it and lessen your thoughts about it. How do I lessen my thoughts about it? I lessen my thoughts about it by getting very busy. Very, very busy. By writing mountain poetries, writing them out in books, doing videos on it. I'm busy, busy, busy. My day, I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I go to bed at 8 o'clock in the evening. And all day I'm busy, busy, busy. I'm busy writing. I'm busy, coming up with ideas for my videos, producing my videos, editing my videos, marketing my videos, exercising my body, putting good nutrition in my body. And then when I'm resting, I'm just reading about other people's lives. So that's how I lessen, the anger. I keep very busy, very busy. Instead of stewing, you know what I mean? Sitting there stewing in my own juice. And anger, you gotta let it go, okay? They did you wrong, they did me wrong, That's on them, not on you. Are you going to continually be punished by someone else's actions? How long can I be punished from what my mother did back, I don't know, 50, 55 years ago, 50 years ago, 40 years ago, How long can I be punished by what happened to the man that brutally beat my son? How long can I be punished by these things? How long can I hold on? And they're punishing me. They're hurting me physically, somatic, mind and body are entwined. How long am I going to let that friend who hurt me, betrayed me, that lover who cheated on me? You fill in the blank. How long are you going to let them punish you by holding on to that anger? So you got to ditch it, all right? I'm learning. I'm not trying to come on here saying like, I got this all figured out. I'm telling you that I'm learning along with you. That I'm learning, I need to do these things too. I'm not saying that I've got it all, wrapped up in a nice bright bow. So anger is the third thing we need to ditch for a life of peace and fulfillment. And now the least but not last is regret. You can't change it, You did what you did with what you had at the time, all right? Maybe you look back and say, Jesus, I wish I never done that. Yes, I do. I wish I never got involved with these shrinks. I wish I never went to therapy. I wish I never had got involvement in these shrinks. They ruined my life. I turned into an alcoholic at 50. I deeply regret it. But, I can't undo it. I can't go into this time this time machine and go, okay, let's go back 20 years ago when this all began, and let's just never step into the therapist's office and never start this, this hell ride. I can't do it. Do I regret it? I regret it deeply, but I have to let go of that regret. Why? Because just like with anger, why am I going to let it punish me for the rest of my life? I don't know how much time I have left on this earth. Do you? Do you want to, be stewing in like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't, couldn't, shouldn't have, wouldn't have, couldn't have, all these things. So you just have to say, I made a mistake. To err is human, to forgive is divine. I'm human, all right? You're human. We make mistakes, me and you, all right? We have to learn forgiveness of ourselves, not just other people. Forgiveness isn't just about other people, all right? Forgiveness is about forgiving yourself, okay? Yes, own up, I made this mistake. I shouldn't have done whatever I did, But then learn, okay, I forgive myself, all right? I won't forget it. I'll learn the lesson. Learn the lesson and lessen the thought. Maybe someone else came up with those words, but I came up with them this morning on my own. I didn't look them up. Maybe someone else said that, but learn the lesson and lessen the thought. Take away the lesson, I shouldn't have got involved with these therapists. And then what is the lesson? I never put myself in that position again. I haven't gone to therapy, my God, 3.5 years, so I learned the lesson. And now, I need to lessen the thought. I need to concentrate on other things and not just that. I've written all these books about it. I did all these videos about it, okay? It's out there, all right. I took them to the licensing boards. But now I need to lessen the thought, and I need to focus on other things, that matter. And I'm trying to do that now with my YouTube and my poems, my poetry. So I am trying, and I want you to try too. So those are the 4 things. Ditch these 4 things. The need for approval, number 1. Fear, number 2. Anger, number 3. Regret, number 4. And you will have a life of peace and fulfillment. And I'm a work in process. I don't have this all down pat, and I want to hear from you. I want to hear your thoughts about this. Your opinions matter. And let me know in the comments, all right? And until next time, you have a great day. Bye-bye.